There you go. Now you are.
Hey.
Okay.
We are live. Yes, we are. I see the live button. That's too cool. Hey, guys.
Yeah, there you
So,
All right, you are live. Can everybody hear us?
how's everybody today? You can check the comments over there as well, Kevin, or on my phone or something, just to see who's all here, so I can say hi to people.
Country girl, Elaine. My screen is frozen.
Ah,
Lois Ann.
yeah, Lois Ann's from
Pink
Michigan.
World. Kiwanis song.
Cool. Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Tim, Lois Ann, Aline, Quana. How y'all doing?
Awesome. I should maybe bring it up on my phone, Kevin, so I can quickly look and say hi to people. I'm a nice tea drinker. Bring you up and say hi. So cool. It's only my second live, so I'm kind of just new at this. Tim's World, Lois Ann. Hey guys, say hi to my friend Lynn. Her and I met in kindergarten. So yeah, we've been friends for, I'm going to say 40 plus years.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi there. Hey, Skin, what's up?
Della, Sandra.
Okay, stay in the middle of the picture, John.
So I think, Lynn, I think you have seen my chili cheese rice, haven't you?
This way.
I know.
Not to the side. No, that's not.
I know.
Yeah. Don't know.
Hey, Quenya Songs. Oh, cool. Skeleton Key is Kylie. That's Lynn's daughter, my niece.
That's awesome.
Yes. She just had her fourth baby, her first daughter. Oh, Coping. Hey. So Lynn can vouch for my chili cheese rice there.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I got the video posted on the Peach Cobbler contest, so.
Oh, hey guys. You guys got to check out Country Girls. They're, you want to explain the contest a little bit?
Hi, I'm Country Girl, for those of you that don't know me. What we did is we did a peach cobbler challenge between myself, Susan Sullivan, and Pickerick One. We each made a peach cobbler. I posted a video on my channel. If you go to my channel, it is up. All three of them are there along with the rules. There are pictures of them. It's based solely on the looks and what makes you say, I gotta have it. And then you'll vote 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. And then you have until 10 o'clock tonight to get your vote in there. And at 10 o'clock, we're gonna turn the comments off. We'll tabulate the votes. And then tomorrow night on Pickerick Live's live stream, we'll announce which cobbler won and we'll tell you whose are whose. And there may, I'm not confirming, but there may just be a special surprise at the end of it tomorrow on live stream. So y'all make sure you're there.
Hey, Rick.
Speaking of, there is my other fellow competitor,
Yep.
Rick. Did you catch that, Rick?
Hey, Rick, I want to introduce you to my girlfriend, Lynn. You see Lynn Stacy there. Her and I have been friends since kindergarten. So 40 plus years. Hey, Ruby.
So excited to watch you make this. You've told me so much about it, and I'm just so excited.
Oh, it's my kid's favorite.
Yeah.
When I go home in the summer. Matter of fact, last June, my middle daughter, Janelle, she flew out just for a weekend, and she was like, Mom, you got to make it. And I don't think I did, actually, because we had plans to take her out for supper. Yes, Alin is my sister. Of course. Our kids call us aunts and and uncles and.
Yeah, we're that way too. I've got lots of new nieces with Kelly.
Yes.
I absolutely love two pieces.
Mapleberry Farm just joined us. Ashley and Jeremy. Kevin's trying to put something over the kitchen window.
Top the glare a little bit.
Yeah. So, Alin, the Mapleberry Farm that you see, Ashley and Jeremy, they're fellow military. They live in Trenton right now.
Hey, Mapleberry, how y'all doing, sweetheart? Are you both there or just one of you?
Oh, no. Mapleberry just said they got hammered with trolls on their live stream just now.
Oh, no, honey. I hope you had good mods to help you out. It's sad it happens, unfortunately, but hopefully you had good mods to help you out. Hey, Brenda, how are you? How are you feeling, sweetheart? I've been praying for you so much.
Yeah, there's Brenda. Man, there's been a lot of us sick in the last little while, eh?
For sure, right?
It's so funny. So many of you have asked me to say A, and I didn't realize that I didn't say it that much, and now I'm starting to say it because you've asked me.
Well, I was surprised that you didn't say it as much as you don't. I mean, as little as you do. I was really surprised.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do say it a lot. I catch people, but yeah, I don't say it that often.
My bosses all go hunting up in Canada, and when the guys call to set up the hunting trips, they're all like, well, we got this A, and you know what I mean? A, and then everything ends with A. I'm like, it is so valley talk. Like, I went to the store, and like, I went to this, and like, I mean, okay, let's go.
I will admit, my kids are really bad for using the word like.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah. There's Spirit. Hello. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Spirit, how are you, sweetheart? And for those of you that don't know me, hello. And what I'm going to do, my whole focus here is to help her with your comments so that while they're cooking, they don't have to concentrate so hard on the chat. And if it's okay with you, Kelly, I'll kind of briefly go through what we're going to do.
Absolutely.
So what
I'm new to this live, so yes, jump in.
Kelly and her wonderful husband, Kevin, are going to be making chili cheese rice. She has sent me this recipe, and it looks to die for, so I'm really excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically be an MC for her. So if you guys have questions or you want to know something about the dish or how to do something, or if there's a substitute, whatever you want to know, put your questions, please, in all caps for me. I'm going to read the questions off to them so they can just keep working and answer as you go. If I miss your question, I am just one person. So please, if I miss your question, just repost it for me. And I promise you, I will get to all of them as soon as I can. Also, Picker Rick 1 is in here. He has me on my Facebook. I have open for him. If I miss a question or he sees I don't read one, he can pop me a message there, which will also help between us. We'll try to get them all in there, okay?
Awesome.
Excuse me.
Okay, so what I've done, just so that this doesn't end up being like 5 hours, not that I wouldn't want to visit with you for that long, but you know, I pre-cooked the vegetables and the hamburger, just to make it a little quicker. And I typically do this in a slow cooker, you know, make chili and just leave it for the day and finish it off at night. So this is going to be a fast version. And but I do all the same ingredients in the slow cooker. It's so much more fun to put something in the slow cooker and forget about it and not have to stand in front of the stove forever, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but anyways, I'm going to. Oh, I gotta show Rick something first.
Okay.
Rick, look what I bought ya.
And yes, you have to try it, Rick. Live or video is your choice, but you have to try it.
Yeah. Oh, just in case people haven't seen my other gifts that I have sent for anybody in the States, this is called Thrills Gum. And down at the bottom, it says, yes, it still tastes like soap. Yeah, it literally, it's kind of a mixture of lavender and black licorice. And no, most Canadians do not love it. But I love to send it to you guys because it's such a joke. So, anyways, how many people are in?
Well, let's see. I show 18 people watching. Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
Do I have 18 thumbs up?
Well, I just put that vote up there. Let's see. What do we got here, you guys? I only show 6 thumbs up. You guys don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and support Kelly and her channel, okay? I know she really appreciates all of you being here. I know they do. And she's going to have some fun.
No. Lois Ann just said yuck. I'm going to get your address, Lois Ann. I'm going to send you some.
I'm excited to see it, Lois Ann. I've been waiting. I've been hearing about this for almost a year. Like,
okay, so let's get this going because I want to be able to show you the setup of the actual casserole and hopefully even maybe, well, there is a video on my channel of us eating it. So if we don't get to that point, there is a video showing us eating it and you know, the finished product. So I probably have a couple of pounds of ground beef. I don't know. I don't measure anything. So I'm going to put that in my big pot here. And then, and I'm making a small batch. Okay, like, so everything you see it's just a small batch. So double it, triple it, whatever you need for, you know, the amount of people. I've got red peppers, yellow peppers, mushrooms, celery, and onions. And I just sauteed them up so that it was faster as well. Put those in the pot.
Kelly, do one more thing real quick, or have Kevin do it on your Hangouts tab.
Yep.
Have him click on your picture so that it leaves you on screen the whole time, so that when I'm talking, I don't take your video away.
Okay.
Just on the Hangouts tab itself, just click on your picture.
Yeah.
On the Hangouts tab.
That way, when I talk, it doesn't override it, so it leaves your video the whole time.
Okay. I don't see her picture on the Hangouts tab.
Down toward the bottom, or it might just say "Life of a Millwife." Mine shows my picture in my
so
video.
Your picture right now.
It's you.
Oh.
It's you.
Okay.
There you go. Now when I talk, it'll leave the video up, so I don't pop up and block a step or something.
Awesome. Okay.
Hold on, that's
So again, I'm using 1 can of each of these items just to make a small batch. There's only 4 of us. So this is the brown beans with pork and molasses. I do take the chunk of fat out of there. It's disgusting. We prefer the one with the molasses. We prefer that flavor over like the one with tomato or anything like that. So I'm going to pour that in the pot. Oh, Kevin's pouring it.
in the States. I don't think I've ever seen that, but could we substitute maybe like the baked beans with the brown sugar, country style baked beans?
Yeah. Any of those baked bean, brown beans, that's what this is.
Okay.
Yep. It's exactly what it tastes like. Yep. Then, oh, and that is 14 fluid ounces for those. Then I've got a can of diced tomatoes. This one happens to have herbs and spices in it. Doesn't matter, as long as canned tomatoes. Use homemade tomatoes. I've used homemade tomatoes when I've had them canned. That's fine too. This happens to be a 28 fluid ounce. I'm going to dump that in the pot. Oh, Kevin just threw that can across the counter and it just
No, we're good.
blatted.
We're good.
It's okay. Messes are okay.
If you don't make a mess when you're cooking, then it's no good, right? Then
They say my food is best in the country.
6 bean blend, and that one is 19 fluid ounces. We just do this because we like all of the beans. You can buy the individual cans of beans, you know, the kidney beans, black beans, whatever. It's whatever beans you like. So in reality, I have 7 different beans in this chili. We just, like, I don't know if you guys can get the, he just slopped it all over the floor.
Because this pot's not big enough.
He's got to get the bigger pot. If we didn't have bloopers, it wouldn't be any fun, right? So, Country Girl, do you know if you can get the 6 blend in the States?
I don't know that I've seen them. They may be able to go up to other places.
Yeah.
I suppose anything's possible, but
Yeah, I don't know. But again, you just use whatever mixture of beans you like.
so do you drain them or do you put them in juice and all?
Juice and all.
Okay.
Yep. Juice and all. All right. Okay. We're not. You know what? Use another can of tomatoes. That's all. No, we'll use that. We're gonna add another can of tomatoes. It's not juicy enough because I have so much meat. So I'll show you. I have so much meat that it's kind of dark, but I have so much meat that it's just not juicy enough. So we're gonna add more tomatoes. So anyways, then the spices I use. Yeah, I just stuck my hand in that mess that he made. Okay, so I use curry powder and chili powder. You can add garlic, you can add whatever spices you like, but these 2 have to be used to make the flavor that you want. So, and I don't measure anything. So what I'm going to do is, and it's kind of hard to show you, I am literally going to sprinkle the chili powder across the whole top of the mixture. Oh, yeah, put the tomatoes in first. You got to put the tomatoes in first. Once I sprinkle it, then I'll pick it up and show you.
Allie and JD are here. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Try to keep you up with who's been popping in and out while you're going.
All right. Oh, that looks better. Yeah. Okay. So I'll sprinkle the chili powder and then I'll show you. And again, use what you like for flavor. Like if you like it more spicy. Another thing, I know if you really like things spicy, use chili flakes. We don't like it that spicy.
Chop up some jalapenos in there.
Some people use cumin as well.
And I was going to show them before you stirred that up. He stirred it up.
Okay.
I literally put a layer of chili powder on the top of the mixture. So
You measure about like I do. I start at one end of the bowl, sprinkle till I get to the other end of the bowl, and I'm done.
exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, use if you want it spicier, use some jalapeno peppers, chili flakes, you know. Basically, what you do is make the chili that you normally make, and the curry powder is the secret spice. So
did we use the same amount of curry powder as we did chili powder?
No. Between 1/3 to 1/2 of what you used, because it's a lot stronger.
Yes, it is, but I had to clarify that.
Yes. So again, to taste. But I use about 1/3 to 1/2 of what I did chili. So I'll put that in. That's probably good. And you can add a little bit more, as it's cooking too. All right, so he's going to mix it all up and then we'll have a look. You know what I've learned on live cooking shows?
What's
I
that?
hate the sound. I hate the sound of people stirring. It sounds sloppy.
Don't forget, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat for me and I will make sure to ask her.
So we've got, it's dark. Anyways, everything is in there. Again, I've got 6 different kinds of beans. I've got a couple pounds of ground beef, 2 cans of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, peppers, celery. Kevin's over there sneezing.
Well, God bless you.
Peppers, celery, onions, mushrooms. And he smelled the chili powder. That's why he's, yeah. So now I'm just going to throw it on the stove and bring it to a boil, and then we'll sit and gab for a little while.
So do you add any additional liquid other than the liquid that was in the beans?
No, there's lots of liquid. When we're, just before I put the rice, I'll try and maybe show it again to see how liquidy it is.
Yeah, that was what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah, there's lots of liquid once it gets going.
Okay.
So, and hopefully in about a half an hour, we'll be able to add the rice and then get going on the casserole part. In the meantime, we can just gab.
It wants to know, can you pre-mix everything and do it in a crock pot?
Yes, that's what I typically do. like cook the vegetables and the ground beef, put everything in the crock pot and forget about it. I really do. But for live stream, I'm trying to do it quicker to be able to show you, because a lot of people ask me for the recipe. So, all right.
Yes.
All good.
We might have to add after, but
There's a lot of hamburgers, so
before we add the rice, we'll just judge.
we'll judge. Yep. Yep.
You don't want it.
So some of that's going to come into your normal experience levels of being able to judge that stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. You basically, before you put the rice in it, you want it to look like a good bowl of chili that you would dip toast in.
So you want a loose chili rather than a thick, so that you've got enough moisture for the rice.
Right. Right. Does that make sense to everybody?
I know I've got some friends that call it chili beans rather than chili. You know, down south in Texas, chili is thick and rich and yummy. When I have friends that make chili beans, it almost looks more like a pot of beans with a soup and broth, you know? That's what's imagining in my head. And I'm imagining chili beans, water for that rice.
Right. If for some reason I don't have enough liquid, I'm not sure if I have any more cans of tomatoes. If for some reason I don't think it's liquidy enough, I'll add a can of tomato soup or a little bit of pasta sauce or just something to give it a little bit more liquid if I have to. And then, of course, you're going to top up whatever spices if you happen to mellow it out too much.
Wonder if you could put maybe a beef stock or beef broth or something like that.
Sure.
Sure.
Beef. Yeah. So, yeah, any of that kind of stuff. Yep.
And I use one.
Yep. So I'm going to look at the...
I don't know which one.
So how long does that go into cook before you put the rice in?
Well, one of those.
I'm going to say about 30 minutes.
One is used.
Okay.
Because we've got it on high, so it's going to come to a boil. And basically, because everything is cooked, you just want everything to marinate really nicely together, right?
So you're going to bring it to a boil and then just turn it and let it simmer for 20, 30 minutes after that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can go online and
Kevin, Lynn says hi.
hi.
Well, Kelly is looking at chat now while we're talking. So if you guys have anything to say to Kelly or you want to ask some more questions.
You got giftcardstore.ca.
Tim says, help, I've fallen and can't get up.
Or you can call the number. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rebel Rose. I've heard that too. Actually, I had a cousin that made chili with just meat, with no beans. To me, that is not chili.
A typical Texas chili will not have beans in it. Now,
Really?
I eat it both ways. I love it both ways. But a traditional Texas chili does not have beans.
Me too, but
chili contest, but it all comes down to personal flavor. Like if you choose that's how you want your style of chili, the big important thing is to remember you have to add in the curry.
Yeah.
Curry is part of the chili cheese rice.
There's JD, hello, and Allie, hello. Yes, tons of meat is a mess.
At this point, since we're not really having to totally watch what you're doing, you can click on your name again on the Hangouts, and it will bounce the screen back and forth between the two of us as we're talking.
Cool.
So minimize. It's for some reason all these are coming up here.
What happened there?
When you go back to actually cooking, we'll do the same thing again, which will leave it up for you to show them what you're doing.
Okay, click on me.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Now it should switch back and forth
Sorry,
for them.
Not
depending on
minimize.
who's talking.
Yeah, anyways, I used the wrong word. My fault.
Yeah, Kevin told me to minimize, and so I did, and then I lost the picture.
Well, now you're back, so it's all good. No beans. Yeah, traditional Southern Texas style chili is really thick. It has the peppers, the tomatoes, the meat. It's a thick the chili. And it is often served over rice or with pasta chili mac.
Wow.
But I eat it both ways. I love it both ways. I like beans. I like it without. So it's all good for me either way.
Growing up, my mom always made chili with beans. And
Yeah.
Never. And my cousin made it one time, and I was at her place, and I was like, "Okay, what is this? There's no beans." It looked more like sloppy Joe.
All right, RS, I see that. You're the one coming to Texas to cook with me, buddy, so you better watch it. I really though. I like it both ways, but if you want to go traditional, that's the tradition. I love it both ways. I really get a mix of influences. You know, my mother's from New York, and somehow they both ended up in Texas, and here I am. So I really get influences from different cultures, and I love that because I get all kinds of fun stuff.
And see, being a military family, we get a lot of different cultural foods too, because we meet so many people, right?
Yeah.
Like one of our favorites, Bella, I'm sorry if I'm in your way. I seem to be in Bella's way.
How dare you? Bella is a puppy. So cute, you guys.
Anyways, I can't stand in front of the camera right now because Kevin's cleaning as he's going. One of the dishes that's really popular with French people, it's called, I will get a Frenchman to pronounce it properly. Anthony, can you come here, please? No, come here. Okay, so whoever doesn't know, this is Anthony. This is Hannah's boyfriend.
Hey guys.
Hey, Anthony. Hello again. That's my future nephew.
Yeah, I know. But,
So be quiet.
okay.
So there are two dishes I'm going to get Anthony to tell you about. Two French dishes. And both, because he's from Quebec, so they're very traditional dishes. As soon as Kevin stops making so much noise.
Oh, he's fine. You go ahead.
Okay, so tell the two dishes.
Oh,
Put two together.
first one is salad, the second one stuffed yard.
So explain what they are.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. I'll do it.
It's a meat pie.
So a tortillere is a meat pie, and it's typically two different ground meats. So you might get like pork and beef.
Pork and beef, yeah.
And it's literally just the meats with seasonings. I've never physically made it myself, but my mother-in-law used to make it because Kevin's dad was military. And so she got a true Quebec recipe, and she used to make it every year for Christmas. It was so good. And his dad was stationed in Germany for 4 years. And yeah, true France, for sure. His dad was stationed in Germany for 4 years back in the 50s. And she got the recipe while they were over there. And it's just amazing. So then the other dish, which is like to die for, except your hips don't like it. It's called poutine, like you said, and it's French fries with a beef gravy and cheese curds.
Cheese curds.
Have you never heard of cheese curds?
Yes, I don't like cheese curds, but yes.
Yeah. So you get your French fries, like cook your French fries, put cheese curds, and then smother gravy. Yep.
We do one of my favorite places I've gone a couple times at lunch and shared it with a few people. It's called House of Fries.
Mhm.
And they do just all kinds of fries. And my two favorites, one of them is roast beef and gravy on the fries. And they put the roast beef, the gravy, and some sour cream, and then the cheese.
Well, you just add some
Absolutely
cheese.
to die for.
And see, that's just another version of poutine. But a traditional
And then-
poutine is the curd and the gravy.
Yeah. And then my second favorite is fajita nacho fries. And they cover it with fajita meat, pico de gallo, sour cream, guacamole, cheese, extra onions, and they just smother these fries with nacho sauce and toppings. And oh my God. Yeah, about once a year I let myself eat that because it's way too much.
Is New York fries, is that an American or is that Canadian?
I think they have changed in the States too, yeah.
Do you guys have New York fries? Fast food
It
chain?
may just be a fast food chain. No, I don't. Not here. There may be some up north. I don't have them down
I
south.
think more up close on the border, Kelly.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tim's World. You don't know what cheese curd is. Cheese curd is the whey on the top, and then they scoop it all off, and then it comes it ends up in little chunks and strips, and it's really squeaky when you're chewing
It's
it.
like an absolute mild mozzarella.
Yeah, it's very, very mild.
Texture-wise, think of a cottage cheese, but with a water rather than the cream that it comes out with that white creamy. It's more of a water, but it's like the cottage cheese without the creamy part.
And it's a little more dense than cottage cheese.
Yes, it is a little thicker and more dense.
Yes, absolutely. Mapleberry Farm says that cheese curd is what absolutely makes poutine. People will shred mozzarella cheese on it or whatever if they don't have cheese curd, but a real poutine has got to have cheese curd. Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm going to be right back. I need to blow my nose, and I'm not doing that on camera.
It's really funny. I'm getting notifications as the votes are coming in on the cobbler, and I'm looking at them going, okay. Be funny. What is which one called, Connie? I've got a lot. Pittsburgh fries in Pennsylvania. Nice salad, then they throw fries on top. Okay. Yeah,
definitely.
New York.
Definitely poutine is not the same with like mozzarella or anything like that. No, definitely not. Nope.
Now, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of cheese curds, but if it's mixed with so much other stuff, it might not be so bad for me because most of it for me is not the flavor, it's the texture.
Yeah, for sure. Another way, the province of Newfoundland, our Newfies, their version of poutine is French fries, your stuffing that you stuff turkeys with, and gravy.
Well, that's a little strange.
Yeah, so are Newfies. And I love you all that are out there. Kevin can actually say some of their vocabulary. You think that us Canadians just saying A is funny? Newfoundlanders, oh my goodness, their wording is so fun to listen to.
Oh, the fry dish for me, Connie. One of them is called a roast beef fries, which is when the roast beef, the gravy, and all that, and the other is called fajita nacho fries. I tell my boss because the first time I came in with those, he's like, "I got an extra fork." I said, "Too bad, these are nacho fries." Corny as all get out, but we all had a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, Mapleberry Farm. Right now they're living in Trenton, but he's just been released from the military, and So they're moving out to New Brunswick, right? And they're going to set up a homestead out there. They bought some land. So that's pretty close to, well, closer than I am to Newfoundland, that's for sure.
Well, that's awesome. I wish you guys the best of luck.
And Mapleberry Farms, Ashley, his the wife, she is cousins with Bev from Half Acre Farms.
Really? That's awesome. It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
The basics for the fajita fries, Connie, it's and they don't use like there's several different fried choices. You can get curly fries, regular fries, steak fries, whatever you want. I like it best on the steak fries because I think they hold up better when you're going to put this much topping on them, that, you know, the big thick cut fries. But the fajita has fajita meat, pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream, onions, jalapenos, and cheese. Like a nacho cheese sauce. So just think of everything that you put on nachos, except that instead of using chips, you're using French fries.
Yeah, everybody go check out Mapleberry Farm because they just posted some video that they had a visit with Half Acre Farms, and they did a Q&A. And
that was an awesome video.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
It just looks like you guys had a blast.
And I'll tell you, if you're going to learn any homesteading, Bev's the person to go to for sure.
Can't wait for all of y'all to see those cobbler videos. Oh my gosh, they were so good. And the three of us were all like, no, I like yours. I like yours. I like yours. I mean, they all look so amazing.
I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that would have been nice on this cobbler challenge too, but I bet you I love the smell of chili.
It smells so good. Like, seriously, come on.
So what do you have coming up soon on your channel? You got any plans?
I want to do a video, a driving video out on the highways, because there was people talking about not knowing how flat Manitoba was. So, like, I know I did a couple driving videos that out in the country, but I want to go out on the highway and really show you guys, like, it's flat.
It's flat. Like West Texas flat.
Like, you can see for miles. and we don't have a lot of trees out there either. There'll be like just a few clumps of trees.
Well, if you go north, they do.
Yeah, north, but yeah. And I really would still like to interview some wives and kids and stuff and see what their thoughts are of military life and that kind of stuff. Another thing that was brought to my attention that kind of broke my heart was that I heard of a young man that had joined the military, and after a year, he didn't think he fit in, so he got out, and now he wants back in. And the first, I'm going to say, and Mapleberry Farms, you can vouch, probably the first, I'm going to say at least 3 years of military career is rough, because it's all courses, and you're away from your, if you do have a family, you're away from your family because you're on courses in other places. I'll give you an example of our life. We got married when we were 20. He had joined the military when we were 19 in August of 89. We got married June of 90. We did not start our married life together until February of 91. All that time, I lived with my parents while he was away on courses.
Going to go up and
So
No.
it's rough. So you can't judge your military career on that short period of time. Like you just can't do it. You know, now 28 years later, like we've been together since and traveling and whatever. So you just can't judge your career on such a short period of time. And that really broke my heart that this young man felt that he didn't belong in 1 year. Oh, Lynn tells me to make my mom's macaroni and tomato, basically like goulash.
I love goulash. In fact, it's one on my channel.
Oh, you want to talk goulash, Lynn? Oh my gosh. Country girl, tell Lynn about that special pasta that you got.
I didn't buy it. It was a gift.
It was a gift.
It was a gift. Hang on just a second. I'm sending somebody the invite to your live stream. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry.
Hi, Autumn.
Yes, he is not in the chat at the moment. I'm not sure where he's at, but Mr. Mach 1 sent me a box, which I am forever grateful I did not have my boss open for me. Because in the box was a box of penis-shaped pasta. Yes, you heard me right. Penis-shaped pasta. And I know he thought it as a joke that I wouldn't do it. Well, of course, I did it. I cooked it. I did a video. It's on my channel. That video is called Pasta of Love. But it actually was really good flavored pasta. It was good.
But the one problem is he sent you the wrong color of sauce.
He did. He did a red sauce instead of a cream sauce. But, you know, if you wanted to go authentic there. But either way, it was really good pasta, though. It was really good.
Country girl, look at that. Rebel Rose and her husband just celebrated 36 years of marriage.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Kevin and I have 28 this June.
I do have a goulash on my channel, Mapleberry. My grandfather's goulash. I remember standing on a chair when I was about 5 years old cooking that with him and learning to make it from him. Hey, Autumn, welcome.
Yeah, Lynn, go check out Country Girl's video about the pasta, because it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's titled The Pasta of Love. Probably if it's okay with you, I can go pull a video link and just link it for her.
Go for it. Look at that, Spirit, 34 years this June. What day in June?
There you go, Lynn. That's the video.
Tim's World. They've been married for 15 years.
Spirit's 34 years in June.
June 19th. We were married June 2nd.
Absolutely, Mapleberry. Would you like the link for the goulash? I'll send it for you too if you want.
What would you like, Miss Bella?
Ooh, a pig roast. Yummy.
Bella, would you like an ice cube? Would you like an ice cube? An ice cube?
Tim, you are so bad, Tim. It's like my dad, when my mom and dad hit, I think, 20 years, my stepdad. And I said, wow, 20 years. What does that feel like? He said 5 minutes. And I said, oh, that is so sweet. He said, underwater.
That's hilarious. Oh no, 26 years. Sorry. I misread that. 67 years.
Wow, that's crazy. What incredible.
Wow.
Autumn's daughter won the pepper challenge she did, which I think is funny as I'll get out. Is he still sulking? Yeah, Autumn.
Mapleberry, 5 years marriage. Where was I? Oh, we were having our second baby, like 2 months after our 5th wedding anniversary.
You know,
And we lived in Trenton.
Somebody gave me an interesting thing one time, and I worked it out with all of my brothers and sisters and several people I know. They say that in 88%, statistically, 88% of all children, if you track back 9 months plus or minus 2 weeks from your birthday, plus or minus 2 weeks, there's some sort of special occasion. We had a holiday, a birthday, something happened. It was a special occasion that was a celebration. It said 88% of the people can do that. My birthday is September 1st. If you go back 9 months to the day, it's New Year's. My brother David is January 20th. Back 9 months to that day is my parents' anniversary 3 days later. My youngest brother, 9 months before his, is my dad's birthday. And the eldest of us, 9 months before him is my mother's birthday. So it's a batting 100% in my family.
June 2nd, 1956, my parents got married. June 2nd, 1957, my brother was born. And I was married June 2nd, 1990.
So June's a good date for you.
Well, yeah. I don't speak to my
Go
dad
back
anymore.
9 months from June, you have what? October? September. So it was September, sometime around September. Is there a special occasion somewhere? A birthday, an anniversary, a holiday? Well, we got Labor Day down here. You guys don't, but
Yeah, we have Labor Day.
do you?
Yeah,
Is it
we have Labor Day.
same
Yep.
day as ours?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
See, they may have went out and watched the fireworks and had a romantical night, and there you go.
And the middle of August middle of August, 16th and 21st is our 2 oldest daughters' birthdays.
Yep.
And I said I had to have 3. Bella, that's not nice. If you would like outside, you can ask quietly.
Allie, I am making meatloaf tonight.
Ooh, I love meatloaf.
She was a typical female, you know that.
I'm going
Kevin
to do meatloaf and
Kevin just said that Bella's a typical female because she barks loud to go outside.
she barks loudly because it's the only way men pay attention.
She's loud.
Go there.
Oh, I said I had to have 3 kids before I was 30 or we weren't going to have 3. And so Hannah was due the first week of April, and I had her the day after I turned 30, a month early.
Okay, Kel, I don't know what you think.
I'm just going to check on the chili.
I think it's,
That's awesome, Mapleberry. You guys will get it.
Yeah, that looks really
Just
good.
telling you, come on, baby. The door's open, honey.
I've tasted it. I think it's.
Tim says if he wants fireworks, he just has to tell Tammy that dinner sucks.
So I'm doing a taste test here, and I'll tell you as if it's ready for the rice. It needs more curry.
Curry?
Yeah. So I add a little bit of curry. Not a lot, just a little bit.
I bet it is good. I love venison.
Oh, I like venison too. I made, I had ground venison and I made some pasta sauce one time, and my family didn't even know the difference.
You know, it's so funny.
Okay, watch that spoon up and.
It's so funny because we were talking, I think it was RS. I think I was talking to RS. Correct me if I'm wrong, RS. But
Yeah. No, 4.
We were talking about the differences in the way people pronounce stuff. You know, like down here in Texas, we have pecans. And
Yummy.
it says
I love them.
pecans. There's no
Yes,
such
we
thing
say
as a
pecans.
There's no such thing as a pecan or a pecan. It's a pecan. That's just how it is.
Is that like tomato or tomato?
Okay.
No, it's
And I was just thinking because when you said pasta, we call it pasta.
Right. Right.
Pasta.
Get full and
RS wants to know, is curry the only heat that you use?
No, we use
chili powder as well. And always like, so I use double the amount of chili powder as I do curry powder. And if you like it even spicier, go ahead and add chili flakes or jalapenos or, you know, any of the stuff that you like to make it.
I hear you, Stella. They're pecans, right? There's no such thing as a pecan.
So I'm going to put some of this chili in a clear bowl so that you guys can see it better.
Awesome sauce.
Settle down.
Tim says they call it a pecan. Can't help that y'all pronounce it wrong, Tim. But I love you just the same.
Okay. Here.
Okay. And it's perfect liquid too.
Yeah, that's a good amount of liquid for rice, depending on how much rice you're putting, obviously. But yeah.
Okay. So.
Wow, Spirit says pecans are $10 a pound there. I bought, they're not exactly always cheap here too, but I bought, let me see, I'll show you. Hold on, I'll go show you exactly what it was. Now, I get these from my local farmers market. They have their own trees. So some of this you're paying for the shelling of them because they shell them for you. But this is 3 pounds, $34.95 a pound for 3 pounds. But those are right out of the garden or right out of the tree farm, and then you're also paying for the shelling because they shell them for you. But so $10 a pound, you're not. But now if I go just to the grocery store and I buy like pieces out of the baking aisle, they'll probably run you about $6 to $7 for a 1 pound bag.
Yeah, pecans and pistachios and stuff like that, they're expensive here as well. Okay, so I'm going to add the rice. And, oh, good, we can see on the camera, so I'll step to the side. I don't measure. I'm just going to keep pouring. Kevin's going to keep stirring till we get the thickness that we want it to be. So that's been about a cup already.
Yeah, it is, Spirit. So even if you come to the South, you're still not going to get a much cheaper price on a pecan. But they're so good, and I keep them in the freezer.
Well, we'll let it sit. We'll let it sit for just a little bit more. We'll let it sit for 5 minutes.
Okay. This particular farmer market, they have the best, freshest everything. I love to go there to the farmer's market there. It's called Froberg's. Connie wants to know, is that regular rice or instant rice?
It's just plain minute rice. Yep.
So it's 5-minute rice, instant rice.
Yep. Yep. If you don't use that rice, if you can cook rice like regular rice and use it if you want, but this is put in, not cooked.
So I'm thinking if you were using regular rice, you would probably want to cook it about halfway through before you put it in there.
I would think so.
You don't want to cook it all the way because then you're going to end up mush. But
exactly.
If you cook it
part of using the minute rice is it'll actually will help absorb the flavor of the chili. I think if you use pre-made rice, it wouldn't soak up.
No,
the
not
flavors.
pre-made. We're talking
We're
about
not-
we're talking about regular rice that
I
cooks
know.
like 45 minutes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's pre-made rice to me going into the mixture. It probably wouldn't absorb the flavors as much.
Oh, if you pre-made it, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking if I did that, because when I make rice myself, I very seldom make just plain white rice. You know, I put a little bit of chicken broth or bouillon in it. I put a little bit of onion and garlic. I love to put fresh chopped onion or chives in my rice. But I was thinking if I mimic those same flavors when I par cook the rice, the same flavors with the chili powder and the curry and all that, that would help to blend it in a little bit better.
That would work.
You know,
Yep.
if you didn't have the minute rice handy and you just want, it's all you got is regular, what you got to use.
Yep. If you flavor the rice when you're pre-boiling it. Yep. So. All right. So
I think we're almost ready.
we're good. Okay.
Well, it's just yeah, because it'll thicken up.
Now, oh my goodness, this is probably 4 or 5 cups of shredded cheese. I don't know if we'll use it all, but is it a whole brick?
Yeah, which is 907 grams, which is about 1 kilogram is what, 2.2 pounds?
About how much?
About 2.2.
About 2 pounds of cheese. Kevin's trying to calculate it out of metric.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put half. I've got a large cast. Let me see what size is this?
It's 11 by 13.
11 by 13. So, and again, this is a small batch, right? So I got 11 by 13. We're gonna put half of the chili rice in. Okay. And I'll show you each step.
RS, you know there will be no cilantro in my rice. You know that.
Ooh. I don't like cilantro.
Thank you, Lord. Somebody with a sense of reason.
Oh, okay. Now I'm putting a layer of the shredded cheese, and I'll bring it up and show you in just a second. He's telling me to be careful with shredded cheese when he slopped chili all over the counter. All right.
Probably a little more than that.
A little bit more? You want more? He wants more cheese. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got half of the mixture and a layer of cheese. Now we're going to put the rest of the chili.
RS says grams or kilograms?
What's that?
Our cheese. How much?
And cheese, it's 907 grams, which is like 0.9 of kilogram, like just shy of a kilogram. That's why I said it was about 2 pounds of cheese, because it's for 1 kilogram for us it's 2.2 pounds.
Just visually, it looked like about 2 pounds to me.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to use it all.
Skeleton King 2P. Have a great time. Gotta go feed the babies. Have a good evening, sweetie.
Thanks for stopping by. And I've got the oven preheated to 400.
400.
Yeah. Similar to like when you do a pizza, you know, you do it to about 400 for the cheese to cook.
I want to know how the heck you got Kevin in there cleaning up behind you, because mine never would.
He is anal. I can't even, I'll have a spoon in my mouth and he'll be like, oh, I'll wash that.
I don't know. It's just my military upbringing when you.
Well, you know, I've got a kitchen over here that could use your attention, Kev.
Yeah. It's one of those things you clean as you're working, because messy workspace is an unsafe workspace.
Stella
Okay.
said she'd be using all that cheese.
You know what? I am using all of it. I am.
I can
Yep.
do it. Hey, Mary. Mary Clinton is in the house.
Oh, is
Kevin,
Mary
Kelly,
in?
and hubby.
Oh, hey. Mary, my husband's name's Kevin. She says hi, Kelly and husband. So I said, okay, I'll let you lift this up to show them because that's heavy now.
Is it a little heavy for you, dear?
Yep.
Okay, just let me.
Especially
clean it
for
up.
like me, and you got to practically lift it over your head.
All right. So that is it.
Oh my gosh, that looks good.
Okay, so we're gonna put it into the oven. The oven's at 365 right now, so we're just gonna say it's at 400 and put it in. Again, probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes, till your cheese is cooked. However, you know, just make sure your cheese is cooked.
I touched you.
Mapleberry says, they're just on that fridge, Kev.
and RS says Kevin's a real man, that's why.
Well, RS will be coming to Texas before long. You guys can be excited for him like I am. I'm sure his son is about to have their first grandchild in the next few weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Son lives in San Antonio, which is about a 3-hour drive for me. So when he comes to Texas, we're going to actually get together and do some cooking together. And he told me he didn't mind doing dishes, and I told him that's a good thing because I hate doing them.
Well, I'm hoping that, well, first of all, Kevin and I got to get our passports. He's got his military one, but we need, we got to, get our regular passports. And I'm hoping that for our 30th, which again is only 2 years.
Can't believe I survived that long.
I'm hoping for our 30th that we can do a road trip down to the States and just travel, just travel for a couple of weeks or whatever. And that's his and that's mine.
Okay.
So,
Okay, Bella.
like if we can't get to every state, I hope that we get to a state that's close enough that whoever's in that other state can come that short distance to that state to see us, kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Well, if I'm ever up that way, I'll come see you, but it's not going to be in the wintertime.
I don't know how cold it is today.
Well, it's only about -15 without the wind chill today.
Celsius. Is that I'm sorry, Bella. I'm in Bella's way again. Mapleberry. They're like 30th anniversary at Mapleberry Farm, New Brunswick State.
But RS doesn't know it. When he comes down here and we do some cooking, we're going to do some videos too.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get him past his being shy. RS, from some of the conversations we talk about, the Mexican food.
You're too loud. I can't hear what she's saying.
What's that?
I cannot wait for him to cook Mexican food for me. From the flavors and the sounds, and he describes the dishes to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm drooling just thinking about it.
There's 3 things that I don't like when it comes to typical Mexican food. Is I don't like guacamole. I don't like sour cream, and I don't like cilantro.
Well, I love guacamole, and if you don't like apple guacamole, you can just straight avocado. You just substitute plain avocado, start having a little bit of avocado instead of using the actual guacamole. And a lot of people will substitute a crema for a Mexican crema, which is, it's not a sour cream. It's not as sour as a sour cream. It's more of a lighter cream. more dairy to it. It's really good.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's called Mexican crema. It's just not as pungent as a sour cream. It's not as sour, if that makes sense.
Oh.
And
Like, I don't mind sour cream, like, made into a dip or something. I just don't like it plain on its own.
Yeah.
Yes, Celsius, metric.
I hear you, Autumn. Mr. Mach 1, you sexy thing. How the heck are you, honey? I always tell him he's a sexy thing because he's the one that sent me the penis pasta.
Yeah, and he shows up. He shows up on the live stream right now when it's almost time to eat, right?
Who's that?
Well, you know, Mach can never be accused of bad timing, let me tell you.
This guy Mock. I'll show you his videos.
ORS, she doesn't like wok and she doesn't like cilantro. I don't like cilantro. You can keep it. I sent him some pictures of some tacos. I found this place down the street that makes tacos. Makes like street tacos. And I sent her a picture of these tacos. They were pork tacos. And one of them, when they first brought it out, I ordered it with no cilantro. When I first brought it out, it was covered in cilantro. I was like, ugh. So I took a picture real quick to send to him, and then I sent it back. Well, it also had pineapple on it. Because I've never had pineapple on a taco, but it actually blended really well with the pork meat. It was good.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like the pineapple because he didn't like sweet in his food, and his main dish should not be sweet. And then, so I said, well, there you go. So next time we'll go, we'll tell him put my cilantro on your tacos and your pineapple on my tacos, and we'll be good. It's the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Oh, Jerry and Linda. Hello.
RS says I got it right, the difference between crema and sour cream. So you may actually like the Mexican crema.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Does it have a sweeter flavor? Is that what you said?
A little bit. It's just less of that bitter, sour taste like you get with the sour cream. It's a little smoother. If I had to guess, I would tell you it's halfway between, although it's dairy, so it's not mayo-based. You know, mayo is egg, but flavor-wise, it's halfway between a mayo and a sour cream. It's not as sweet as mayonnaise, but it's not as sour and pungent as a sour cream.
I'm just remembering this. Restaurant and our version of real Mexican, I guess. I can't remember what it was called, but it was in North Bay, and there was enchiladas, and it had this white sauce on it.
A white sauce on the enchiladas. It could have been sour cream enchiladas, but it also could have been. There is a Mexican sauce that's sometimes put on enchiladas, and it's easiest way to describe it for you would be similar to a bechamel or an Alfredo sauce that we would use, but it uses the Mexican cheeses rather than the Alfredo, rather than the Parmesan and all that, the Italian sauce.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah. We have cadobas here. Well, in Manitoba, we didn't in Ontario, but where I lived anyway. But we have cadobas, and it's about the closest real Mexican you're going to get around here.
Plug my phone in. I'm gonna grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
Yep. Autumn, I'm sorry that I couldn't stay up later last night to talk to you. It was like, we got to do it earlier in the night. Yeah, Mapleberry. I've done a lot of Imperial too, just because, well, did a little bit in school, but my parents were quite a bit older, so you know they still talked in inches and feet and everything, so it was just common talk. Wow. 5 to 7 or more trolls? That's awful. I don't understand people. You know, if they don't like you, just go away.
Watch it, you don't have to comment.
Sure, Rebel Rose. Honey, we can talk about that. Message me.
But yeah, some of the dishes RS talks about, oh my God. I cannot wait to cook with him, I'm telling you.
Country Girl, did you see this? Mapleberry Farm had 5 to 7 or more trolls on their live today.
Crazy.
Like, seriously, just stay away and let people have, you know, let the people that love each other talk. How's it? Woohoo!
I guess we're gonna have to clean the oven.
It's overflowing.
My record actually on one live stream I did, and I was pretty much for most of it by myself. None of my mods were there, so it was kind of late. 16 trolls.
That's awful. Knock on wood, I've only had one, and it was in one of my videos. And not only did this troll go after me, but she, whatever,
It.
went after Michelle from Chicken by the Lake. And come to find out that it's the same troll that has hurt Michelle, commented at me, and Tessie. So probably many more.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, most of the time with trolls, they're just, their own lives are so miserable that they just have nothing better to do but make everybody else miserable with them. You know, they don't know how to be happy, and I typically just ignore them. I just ban them, and nowadays hide them. And I keep on with my stream. I don't give them any time. I don't give them credit. I just let them go. Just get rid of them.
I'm here to have fun with my friends, and I don't have time today for that. So, Mapleberry, Jeremy, and Ashley, they're like, Kevin dropped the bomb on the dirty oven.
Oh, yeah.
It's self-cleaning. So, just have to turn a button on. Jerry and Linda, their first troll was a close relative. Well, who needs relatives like that? It's ridiculous.
That poster worked, London. It's getting better. It is getting better. I cannot sing yet, but it is definitely getting better.
Yeah, you have been sounding better for sure.
I really, really miss singing, like desperately miss singing. I go every once in a while and I pull up Tennessee Whiskey or Amazing Grace and stuff off my channel, and I just listen to it. I'm thinking I can sit there with tears in my eyes because I can't sing right now. It just hurts my heart.
And London, I'm not sure that I know you. I gotta come and check you out and say hey.
London is a new sub for me. I'm trying to remember where we met, London. I don't remember. That's horrible. But London is a new sub for me, as well as I am for London. So
Well,
we're getting to know each other, and it's been a blast. It had to have been on Rick's because Rick's is the only place I ever go. Or Grant. Could have been over at Grant. I don't know. Anyway, got some really awesome looking videos on the channel. I can't wait to go watch them.
Yeah, I think so, London. Yeah. I've said this on Sherry and Daryl's. They were asking me about gardening and different things like that. I don't have a big enough yard. I don't have enough space, but I do some pots. Like last summer, we did some tomatoes and peppers and things like that. But I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have enough yard to at least have a half decent. I'd like to be able to scan tomatoes again. But again, the military won't move like jarred foods like that. So I really have to wait until, like, I mean, I can, but I have to only can what I can use until the time to move again.
So the big question is, Kevin, Kevin, are you going to stay until retirement, or are you going to pull out early?
Oh, tell him about it. Tell him. He'll give you an update on everything. Just how.
No, I'm for us, because the way our pensions work, if I get out now, I have to wait about eight and a half years before my pension's indexed at a certain point. But where if I just do more time in the military, by the time I add my age with the years in, and kind of work with a magic number of 85, when I get out, I would be automatically indexed on my pension.
So how much
it doesn't. So it doesn't really serve the purpose for me to get out right now, when I can get out and my pension be at about 70% of what I make.
So instead of the 8 years you'd have to wait, if you stay in, how much longer you need to stay in to get to that point?
Really, I could do another 4.5, but I'll probably go right. I mean, I'm a lifer. I'll probably end up doing right till, my 35 years in.
Right.
Yeah. So, and plus I just found out last week that I'm getting promoted again. So
congratulations.
At first, we weren't sure what that was going to mean, because normally when you get promoted, you get moved. But it's fortunate that the spot that I'm going to take is coming empty, because the individual, he's going out west to Comox in BC.
So you'll be able to get your promotion and still stay where you're at and not have to move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I guess I'm here for a few minutes because Kelly's gone off to use the ladies' room.
Well, there you go.
So, so currently right now I'm a warrant officer getting promoted to master warrant officer. So I know the USAF equivalent to that is what I'm getting promoted to is like a senior master sergeant in the Air Force.
Awesome.
Which is the second highest from the top for NCMs.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tessie is in the house. Hi, Tessie. So is it smelling good in there?
Yes. Oh, I think we're almost done. Woo.
That's a good thing. I can't wait to try it.
It's going to get loud for a minute because I got to turn the stovetop fan on.
Okay.
Ooh, it's yummy looking. Yummy looking.
Oh, yeah. Now, here, I'll see if I can.
We'll see if we can show you the.
I don't think I can say this.
maybe you guys can see. Can you see it? How it's like nice and cooked on top and. Are you able?
I'll try and bring it closer. It's got.
A little higher. Oh my gosh, that looks good.
We'll cut some and put on a plate. Okay, so then the yummy way to eat it instead of just eating it is use it as a dip. And
Awesome.
just use your favorite nacho chips, whatever is your favorite.
Here, I'll go grab a plate.
I was just gonna.
Gosh, that looks so good. Stand to the right just a second. So that way. There you go. You can see it now. Oh my gosh, that looks so good, you guys.
Oops.
London says this is so cruel, teasing us.
Hey guys, right down here, not very far, walking distance, is the end of the runway. So, jump on a plane. Come on over.
Oh
there
my
you go, guys.
goodness, that looks so good. Now you're making me hungry. I'm going to go make my pizza rolls. Jerry and Linda's place says food looks great.
All right, I'll put some on a chip.
Mapleberry says it looks fabulous. Are you hungry yet, Mapleberry? Mapleberry says you just threw it for a curve. You just swerved or didn't see the chips coming out with it. Awesome. Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
I'm gripping.
Yeah.
So there you
It's
go.
okay. It'll match the rest of the stuff on the counter. It's okay.
Yeah. So there you go. Kevin's waving the smoke out of the. I guess we'll be turning the oven on overnight to clean.
Uh-oh, Tessie. Tessie says she has a major family emergency, so she's behind to watch tonight. Is everything okay, Tess?
Yeah, what's up, Tessie?
What's going on? Because we can get prayers going, Uncle Fred.
Yep. Oh, Susan. Kevin's digging in.
I don't blame him.
It's too hot for me yet.
Yeah, Mapleberry said I could probably catch a military flight pretty easy, being as how you're in the Canadian Air Force Base.
Yep. Perks aren't very comfortable from what I've heard. Okay, what's going on with Tessie? Oh, okay. So, unspoken prayer request for Tessie. Has to do with her daughter. That's what we need to know.
You got it, sis. You
Yeah.
are so right. God is in control.
So, all right, guys. So, that is a family favorite.
It looks fabulous. Oh my goodness.
Whoever tries it, I want to see a video. I want to see your version.
You know, if I make it, it's going to be spiced. It's
Well,
gonna
of
be
course.
spicy. It's going to have some peppers and stuff.
Of course.
But that's the whole thing with this chili cheese rice. You make it to how you like your chili and how you like to eat it. So it's not,
Right.
Everybody has a different taste.
Well, I tell you, Tess, you just call me later if you need to, honey.
Yeah, Tessie, make sure you message me too. Oh no. Her son-in-law bought something on Craigslist. Ew. Oh no, no, no.
Stolen and it had a real. Oh, yeah, that's.
Our nephew.
I don't know. And the one thing I will tell anybody that buys Craigslist, our local police departments, they have an area where their police department is, usually in the back. It's usually a parking spot or one or two areas that they cordon off for this. you can arrange and you can tell these people to meet you at this designated place at the police station. And it's a much safer place for you to meet. It's all on camera and the police are right there. So it's monitored the whole time.
Connie, that's okay. Make it and then just comment, like send me a message and tell me how it turned out. You can do
Or
that.
snap her a picture and send it to her. Just send her a picture of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's our nephew. He went on to Kijiji and bought a car. And being young and silly, this was a couple years ago, he sent the money before he got the vehicle.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So lost out on all of that. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh. That's rough, Tessie. Stella, I can quickly just go down the list if you want. Well, I can just do a recap real quick, but definitely go back and get the ingredients. So we'll just recap. I use ground beef, but I have used ground turkey, ground chicken. So, whatever you want. So ground beef, canned diced tomatoes. I have 7 different beans. So I've got like baked beans as well as kidney beans and, oh my gosh.
Here, I'll go get the can.
We'll get the can. I forget. Different peppers. I got red and yellow peppers, mushrooms, celery, onion. The 2 spices that you use are chili powder and curry powder. Curry is the thing that actually makes the dish.
So
So
mixed beans, so they'll all mark right there.
So I use this 6 blend. I don't know if you all can get 6 blend. I just do this because it's easy. So there is chickpeas, dark red kidney beans, black-eyed peas, white kidney beans, Romano beans, and baby lima beans.
Mapleberry, you have a good night, sweetheart. Enjoy that meal. It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, good night, Mapleberry. Ew, yuck. Autumn. Yucky, yucky. Well, guys, Kevin wants to go and eat supper, so we're going to close this out. But anybody that, was late coming in, go back and have a look, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. And, oh, how much chili powder and curry powder to taste? I don't, I do use about half the curry that I do chili powder. I don't measure when I cook, so I don't know exactly the measurement.
Stella, from what she had and what was left in the packet afterward, she's probably used about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of the chili powder and about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of the curry.
Yeah. Yep. What's Gumtree?
All right, well, I'm going to get off of here.
Yes. So let's say goodnight. And I think Picker Rick is having live stream tonight, right?
I'm assuming Rick will probably go live around 7 or so, but that's up to him. And
Okay.
Tessie, I will call you later. I got another phone call I got to make, but if not, then tomorrow when I get home. But I love you, Kel. That absolutely looks amazing. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this with you and sharing it with you.
Thank you for coming with us.
Absolutely. Kevin, I love you, babe.
Okay, love you. Take care.
Everybody out there, y'all have a good evening. I love y'all. And if Rick goes live, I'll probably see you there.
Yep, we'll see you there. All right, guys, we're going to go and have supper, and I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good night.
Okay, good night.